Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome to another episode of Next Step Espresso, your daily shot of fitness. I am your host, as always, Johnny Landles from Next Step Nutrition, bringing you the podcast that helps you overcome the industry confusion and get results for good. Today, we're on episode 403. In the past, when you have set goals, let me ask you a question. Have you set them purely on the outcome that you are trying to achieve? Have you set them purely on, I want to lose weight, or I want to gain muscle, I want to get fitter? Because if you have, that's okay. That's what we're all kind of intended to do. We're all inclined to do that. We're all wanting a certain goal at the end of the day. And it is important to have an outcome that you are striving towards, because otherwise, how do you know how to get there, right? If you don't set the destination, how can you know the route? It's very good. But when we then get started on our destination, how do we keep ourselves motivated, and how do we keep ourselves going through the tough time? How do we keep on track and know actually that we're striving toward the right goal? And this is where setting goals that work are so important. Now, in nutrition, in fitness, there are different goals. There are avoid goals and there are approach goals. There are behaviour goals, there are outcome goals, there are performance goals, there are mastery goals, and there's big differences between these that you need to know. So an avoid goal is something that you're not wanting to do. So think about that story that I told yesterday about focusing on the awesome. An avoid goal is focusing on what not to do, right? Stop eating junk food, stop drinking alcohol, stop eating chocolate. These are avoid goals. An approach goal, on the flip side, is something that you're wanting to do more of. Eat more vegetables. Eat more protein, eat slower, focus on your hunger. All of these things are actionable, positive, and much more awesome, and we want to focus much more on these than the former. So focus on your approach goals rather than your avoid goals. The next pairing, behaviour versus outcome. So as I said, it's important to have an outcome so that you know the direction in which to head. But once you've set that, you need to work backwards, right? How can you actually get to that goal? This is where you set your behaviour goals. If your goal is to lose a little bit of body weight or a little bit of body fat, for want of a better word, then what behaviours can get you there? What steps can you put in place? Are you currently doing any activity? Are you currently eating any vegetables? Are you currently sleeping only 5 hours a night? Because if so, these are the behaviour goals that you set, and they work really well with approach goals. So set approach-based behaviour goals rather than avoid-based behaviour goals. And then we get on to performance versus mastery. Now, performance is all around wanting to be the best and wanting to get the best result. I'm focused purely on the result. I've got to be the best. This is what everything stands on, rather than mastery, which is all about the process. How can I perform my best today with the process? How can I work harder? How can I be better? How can I do more of the things that are going to help me with an outcome? Because the thing is, guys, is that the outcome is always outside of our control. You can't actually control whether you lose any body fat. You can't control whether you put on any muscle. You can't control on whether you close more business. You can't control whether your girlfriend loves you or not. But what you can do is focus on approach-based behaviour goals and falling in love with becoming a master at the process. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode of Next Step Espresso. If you did, I would love it if you could share this with a friend, or share this on social media, tag us in it at Next Step Nutrition Limited, and we would love to see the fact that you are enjoying the podcast. Have a great Tuesday, and I'll see you again tomorrow for another Daily Shot of Fitness.